Okay, I have to admit, this dude is hilarious. Hello friends, welcome to Look and Live, and this is The Perspective with Pastor James Devalon. If you happen to be new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube page. Also click that bell icon to be notified for my upcoming videos, comment below, and also share your thoughts and opinion with me as well on this subject that we're about to discover today. Hey, by the way guys, check out this individual here. His name is Alex, his name is Alex Stein. So he does have a YouTube video entitled under the name Alex Stein. So Alex times Stein is kind of what he likes to be called as well. So anyway, this is a very funny one, and I'm gonna just let you watch this one very quickly, and I'm not gonna tell you too much. I'm gonna let Alex kind of like, you know, explain to you from his own perspective what exactly he is trying to do here. So let's pay attention. There's actually a level of truth to that, and I really appreciate the content, and at the end I will share a little bit of biblical perspective as well. So let's get to it.
Hello, how you guys doing, Council? So my name is Alexandria Stein, and I'm here today to call out transphobia here in Plano. I'm currently being restricted from swimming in the City of Plano Swim League against the women, even though it's clear that I reassigned my gender last week. Like, for example, do I look like a man? Obviously I'm not. This is a woman. But they're not going to let me swim and compete against the ladies because of transphobia. So what I need you guys to do is I need you to wake up. We have champions like Leah Thomas. She's an NCAA champion, the best swimmer in college today. I can't get a scholarship unless I'm able to send a recruiting tape to these colleges. So they say, oh, you have an unfair advantage, Alexandria. What looks like, does this look like an unfair advantage to y'all? Does this look like an unfair advantage? There's nothing unfair about this. I mean, look at me. I'm the same as a girl. But yet, you guys are going to let transphobia run rampant. Paige, I'm so worried. You're the city attorney. You really got to stand up and do something because, you know, that is gender bias. And I don't like gender bias. I'm on hormone therapy. So my estrogen levels are so high, they're through the roof. Yeah. But you guys are going to sit here. You're not going to take me seriously. You're going to laugh at me. I'm trying to compete. Yeah. And yes, I was born a boy. So what, guys? This is 2022. It doesn't matter what you were born. We have Ketanji Brown Jackson even says she doesn't even know what a woman is. So then I'm a woman. So that's what you guys have to do. If the Supreme Court justice is on my side, then why can't I get the same from the Plano City Council? That's the problem, is I come here and I'm still a victim of transphobia. Yet we have champions like my girl Leah, my sister, and she gets to win, but I don't. Why not? That's what I'm asking you. Why not? Why can't I swim against the ladies? Why are we having a transphobic world where I just want to compete against the ladies? Why are you saying that I'm not a biological woman? Clearly, I look like a biological woman. I mean, come on. It's been hours tucking this thing in. Give me a break. I should be able to swim. And I'm on so much hormone therapy, I don't even know left or right anymore. So I'm doing this. I don't have an unfair advantage. No way. So I need you guys to stand up. We have a city issue, Rick, and we can actually fix this and let me compete against the ladies. I'm sick of these women. Oh, you're having unfair advantage. Yeah, right. And I'm mentally ill. They won't even let me compete in the Special Olympics. So go figure. Think about that. I can't compete in the Special Olympics, and I can't compete against women. What kind of bigotry is that? Are you guys going to let that stand? I wouldn't let that stand. If I were y'all, I would stand up for me, because in the future, they're going to write these in the history books, and they're going to have to decide what side Plano is on. Were they transphobes? Or were they trans positive? And obviously I'm trans positive. So that's what I want. I want you guys to wake up to what's going on in the world and tell the City of Plano Swim League to let me compete against the ladies. I've been on hormone blockers for nearly 2 weeks now. And like I said, I'm so messed up from them, I'm probably going to lose anyway. But I can send that tape to a college and I might get a scholarship, Julie. So don't look at me with your eyes looking at me all mean. I'm out here trying to change for you. This is women's rights. Yeah, I'm standing up for women's rights. Okay. Thank you. It's Primetime Stein on Instagram if you guys want to learn how to swim against the ladies. Thank y'all so much.
The City of Plano and this council take the opportunity to hear from our citizens very seriously. We always welcome feedback on how we can make our community better.
Wow. Okay. I told you, man. This wasn't a good one. All right. This is what Alex Stein does from a little bit of my research on him and checking out some of his content. Okay. Okay, first of all, he is hilarious. He's got jokes. The reason he is so funny is because, first of all, this is what he does. He goes to these different city councils, and then he makes his appearance and always trying to tell the message in a way that is not very convenient, but at the same time, it's true. And the reason he had to do this is because every time he tried to do this before being a normal citizen, they didn't pay attention to him. So he will use these different methods of sarcasm as well and use that in a way to tell the truth. So first of all, I want to say very, very intelligent. This is a genius, if you were to ask me. This is very wise. And it's unfortunate that we've come to a point in our culture where a person like Alex Stein has to go to this level of extreme just to get his message across. It reminds me of, we have children, so it's like sometime when my younger son doesn't want to eat his vegetables, trying to mix it up with ice cream and put it in a blender kind of stuff so he can digest it better. In essence, what we have today is a lot of men in leading position who are just unwilling to digest anything that is truthful. You can't reason from cause to effect with them. So logic just doesn't work with them. So Alex Stein has to somewhat blender the truth in a way that he could kind of slip it down their throat in a way. So I really appreciate this content. This is very intelligent, very well done. Lots of wisdom combined with that. I appreciate. There's something we can learn from this as well, guys. If you can get your point across through force in contention, you might as well use a method such as that. It does play a role. This is very intelligent as well. Is using different symbols here, different types and different languages here. He's speaking in a very backward way, but at the same time, he's telling you the truth. And he just shows how ridiculous some of the arguments that are being proposed for transgender sports and athletes to compete among women and vice versa is the most strangest arguments being proposed in our culture today. It is confusing. It is somewhat of a problem, and I think part of it is very political as well. He's been politicized. Some wants to see the division. Some wants to see us fighting against each other, even in that issue. I think the LGBT movement as well has been hijacked to use for political purposes. Really, if they wanted to solve the problem, I believe they could just open up a transgender, athletes type of sport thing, and that will solve everything. But no, they want to have a smashing a head or against each other, and creating all these social problems. And I love what Alex Stein has done here. He shined a spotlight on the truth by using sarcasm, speaking in a very backward way. But if you're paying attention, there is a truth that he's shouting at you here. Without saying too much, he said so much. Well, he said a lot, but he's really telling you one single message. Hey, it is stupidity. It is foolish. It lacks reasoning. Some of the arguments that are being proposed as to allow this to happen, and it not to be the case. And I think another good biblical perspective to think about when we see what this man just did here, very wise. Look what Jesus says, right? In Matthew 10, verse 16, he said, "Behold, I send you as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpent and harmless as a dove." He did two things very great. So Jesus gave us the same wisdom as Christians, okay? If you're going to do the things that you do, you need the wisdom of a serpent. This is when the serpent is used in a positive here. And you also need what is called the gentleness of a dove. So the idea is don't ever force and trying to trying to cause. Don't use force, sternness, and fear to drive your message into people. It's always good to use wisdom, tact, simplicity. Mix it up with kindness. When you do that, it is easier for people to digest it. And very intelligent done by Alex Stein. Go share him some love, man. He deserves some attention. Go to his YouTube page and check him out. I put the link below as well. And by the way, if you happen to be new here, don't forget to like and subscribe to the page. What do you think about this reaction? What do you think about this perspective as well? And I also like to hear if you're looking for some spiritual content as well, there is a YouTube channel below where you can actually become part of that family so we can get some more spiritual nourishment as well. Anyway, thank you for listening. God bless you. I love you. And as always, look unto Jesus and live by faith. Have a good one. Bye.